Yo, beautiful people, this Nate here.
Just kidding.
Yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 299.5. So, we are not giving y'all 300 yet. We had to get something out into the wild. We got something planned for 300, and that's why we're trying to keep it that way, kind of keep it a little special. So we wanted to definitely get something out. Like you're saying, we haven't recorded in 2023 yet.
Yeah. Well, we haven't recorded actual speaking podcast. Like we had the album review for the people or whatever, but man, we had to give y'all our thoughts, man. 2023 already shaping up to be very wild. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about YSL, man. Thugger. Come on, man.
It's a movie, man.
100 years.
Yeah, 100 years. But another thing that got me amped too, that I was talking about, I was talking to Pops, man. He got the juices paws flowing about being playoff football and his Cowboys body claps today. And that's what we're recording today. We're going to talk about that in a little bit too. And I just shout out to Pops, man. I'll just say that earlier.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy, man. The OG, the original Kevin. Yeah. But yes, sir, man. Like I'm rooting for the boys because I got no dog in the race. I've been hurt. Yeah. I've been over here in pain, man. I ain't got nothing to look forward to in football. My Buckeyes broke my heart. Actually, and I wasn't even upset about that because it's like, yo, listen, man, they fought, man. We was right there. I mean, the kicker, you can't put that kind of pressure on the kicker. It is, I mean, you can. He should have made that. But it's all good. Because, listen, if he makes that field goal, bro, we're national champions. Because clearly, they did not come to play at all. They wasn't ready for nothing. I don't know how Michigan lost to those guys because they got stomped out.
Right. No, they got beat very badly. It wasn't even, was it the largest margin of victory? Yeah, TCU.
I forgot their name. I forgot who they were because by the time we got to 5 minutes left in the first quarter, that game was over. They were completely irrelevant. They
was
couldn't
boring,
do
man.
A thing.
It was so boring. I remember watching it and like neighbors across the street were throwing a party and they they were throwing a party for the Buckeye game. I should say that. And I asked them again, like, were they throwing a party for this game? I was like, man, for what? I'm like, I thought it was gonna be kind of close. But then when we saw the game, I'm like, oh yeah, they had it right, bro. This was close.
It was a point. I thought Stetson Bennett was gonna try a behind the back pass. Okay,
start throwing left-handed.
Why not? Just throw him behind the back. You know what I'm saying? See if it work out. Why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Right, just trying stuff. So yo, I'm glad you made it home, bro. You started. It wasn't as bad on the road as you thought, was it?
Nah, it was actually pretty bad.
Oh,
it was actually pretty bad. Once we made it to one of the main roads, it was cool. But like going up that back road, I'm just checking boxes at this point, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I checked the box for the day. It's all good. But man, had I had my say in it, man, I'd have been watching service straight from my loft, watching this beautiful snow come down. Which after the reason why when you hit me was like, hey man, I'm ready. I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and knock this out. Because after this, I gotta go shovel the driveway before it gets dark.
Let's wait it out.
I'm gonna do it today because it's gonna be finished, and I'm not gonna do it in the morning. So
Okay. Yeah, no, I feel you. You get to use your snowblower.
Yeah, exactly. And
never mind. Take it all back.
Like,
yeah.
I ain't about to be out there breaking my back.
5 minutes, bong bong, you done, man. So welcome to the good world. Hit me up when you get done. I want to see what you think about it because it's lightweight a cheat code. I don't know how people deal without having a snowblower. Actually, it's funny too. My neighbor came by yesterday because he wanted to. He's thinking about getting YouTube TV, so he wanted a demo. So while he came over,
first of all, listen. I'd have looked that man square in his eye like, "Hey, who are you? Are you trying to come into my house?" Listen, we'd had to sit on the porch. He had to watch from my phone.
Listen, my neighbor's good, man. He's good to go. All right. So
I don't care how good he is. Like,
I know.
Not stepping foot in this house, bro.
But hold on. The funny part about that's funny, but the good part about it is I told him I'm looking for a wireless snowblower. I told him when I get my wireless one, I'm gonna give him my corded boy. I mean, you seen the joy in his face, like, oh my gosh, not for a fee, Kev. At some point, bro,
like, man,
I got I didn't pay much for it anyway. I'm gonna bless.
I hear you, but you know what I'm saying. Like, sneakers is raising the price. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, man. Like,
I'm done. I'm done with sneaks, bro. I'm done with sneakers for a while because listen, the shoes the quality isn't getting any better, and they're just they're just raising the price, bro. It's a hustle at this point. They know what it is. And I know you've been food shopping lately. Everything is more expensive. Like, I'm talking about like $3 to $4 more, man. Like, everything. It's getting on my nerves, man.
Yeah, listen, I've been over here praying for y'all because I'm like, man, they got, you know what I'm saying? It's 5 of them over there. It's just the 2 of us. Luckily, me and Toya, we low key, like, my wife's stockpile or whatever has been coming in handy because like we don't really need nothing. Like I got a deep freezer just full of, you know what I'm saying, food. Like we cool. Like matter of fact, last night I was sitting on the couch. I'm like, what we gonna have for dinner? I was like, I wonder if we got any steaks. Went outside, 2 ribeyes on deck. Matter of fact, 4 ribeyes on deck. I went ahead, threw them in, you know what I'm saying, let them defrost, cooked them, ate good. Yeah, real good.
No,
you know what I mean?
You have the planner. You're right. You do have the. You know what? I started giving her crap about this too. When she started talking about when we got together for was it New Year's? We got New Year's.
Yeah. It was technically New Year's. Martin Luther King Day. That was
when she started talking about how y'all's dryer or washing machine, you could schedule it out to when she gets home from work. I was like, come on. Like, what is the planning in all this?
Fam, listen, whatever works for her, I ain't mad at it. But I'm gonna tell you what, that is the scariest thing in the world. Why? Like, cause I get home before her, right? Okay. So like, I usually get home about 5. She gets home around like 5:45. So like, I'll just be in the house or whatever, and then you'll just start hearing something going. You're like, oh my God, like I know I'm the only person in the house. Like, what is happening? And it's because she's scheduled out the washer or she's remote started the washer because she's on her way home. She's like, all right, it's only gonna take 45 minutes. All right, boom. But I literally just hit the door and then next time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to throw hands. I'm like, man, who done broke in my house? You know what I mean?
Right. That's
like,
funny.
I got the cameras, the detection systems, all of that. Somebody still done broke in. They came in through the vents or something. I don't know. And it's actually the washer. Terrible, man. Terrible, man. Listen, sometimes I wonder if she's just trying to get the life insurance.
Maybe.
I'm like,
that'd be a horrible way to go from the washing machine, though.
Washing machine startled you.
Yeah, just startled you. You seized out because of that. Like, I get to have him be pissed off, man. Like, come on, man. Like, why you let me go out like that? You know, like,
right.
And Morgan Freeman's still alive.
Right. I need a redo. I need a mulligan.
Word. Come on. You owe me one. One. So yeah, you made it home. That's dope, man. But the snow's not that bad out there. If you're gonna shovel, use your snow blower, man. You'll be fine.
Yeah. At least it's not icy. I'm not mad at it not being icy, but you know how it is. Like, it's some people who like when it snows, like, you know what I'm saying, they drive like it's snowing, and you know what I mean. They take the proper precaution. And then there's some people that just still be gunning it.
Yo,
and they make it bad on everybody.
Because on the way in to church today, it was, it came down so quick, and that's the thing about it. It just got on top of us quick. Pause. And there was no time for the snow trucks to get out there and snow. So like I'm going kind of like just gingerly to get there. I'm like, I don't mind driving in the snow. Yo, those people out there just flooring it, bro. Like really just driving very fast. I'm like, man, they're not gonna end well. Think hopefully they made it there or whatever. But man, I swear every time we drive in the snow, it's always that 1 or 2 people that's like flooring it. Like, yo, are you on a final? You gotta get to work on a Sunday? Like, why are you driving so fast?
That's always my thought too. I'm like, hey man, they must be in trouble at work.
Gotta be.
Like, listen, ain't nothing worth it. Like, honestly, like I ain't in a rush to get nowhere.
Yeah, gotta be. I mean, I don't understand why you're out here. Because trust me, I didn't want to be out there. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother pod. You know, like
man, listen, decline.
You look so unbothered today too. Because I thought I'd come up to you like, oh my God, needs help. I go out there. He's just, hey, what's up, dude? You were so unbothered, bro. Like, yeah, oh yeah, that's my guy right there. Don't come on, and guess what? It's okay.
Hey, whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you get what you pay for.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Man. And look, these are jokes, man. We love y'all.
I know. We love y'all. Please don't take this the wrong way.
This is just jokes. Just
if
jokes.
You do, it's okay. All right, man. Let's start like we always do. What we've been playing. What you been playing, bro?
Oh man, so since the last time we actually got the pod, man, so I finished the OG God of War 2018. Okay. I finished God of War Ragnarok. I don't know if you finished that yet.
I have not.
And then now I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West. Rocking through there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. How you like that so far?
Man, it's fire. It's fire. Really? Like now I'm all the way bought in. The only problem is that like I kind of have to find pockets where I can play because I know like once I start playing, I'm gonna end up stuck on this game for hours. So it's kind of like sometimes you gotta make that business decision. Like, is this a good time for me to actually start playing this game? I actually got stuff to do. Time is such a luxury, man. I don't think we really we don't acknowledge that enough in society because literally last night we were sitting on the couch and I wanted to watch. That it's called like the dinner table or something like that, or the chef or something like that.
The
on
menu.
HBO Go. The Menu. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wanted to watch that joint. But it's like 2 hours. I'm like, yo, I don't really know that I got 2 hours to like sit down and just watch this movie right now. Like I probably need to be more productive than watching a 2 hour movie. And that's sad when you got to live your life that way. Like that's why YouTube comes in the clutch, because it's like, yo, I could find a video that's 20 minutes, and if I got a bail on it, who cares? You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah,
I'm the same. I knew what you were talking about, because I'm the same boat with that. Like it's like I got about an hour 15. You know what I'm saying? And less late at night, mind you, when me and the wife are winding down, might get some wine or something. That's why like TV shows have been so clutch for us lately. Like, did you start The Last of Us yet?
Yeah, we actually just watched Last of Us yesterday.
Okay, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good. And we're watching Servant. I don't know if you ever got into Servant.
No, I remember I put it. I have it. I have not watched it yet. I know you kept talking about it, because I got it on the suggestion of you before, so I haven't watched that. Now, one of my other.
Hold on, you got it. Like, hold on, you don't have Apple TV Plus? Brother.
Huh?
Like, hold on. How do you not have the Apple Family plan at this point?
Well, I need to get it, because I have the music, and I also pay for something. I also pay for Disney Plus. I think they always give me a thing and say it's something. It's cheaper to do it, but I think it costs a couple more dollars. I ain't trying to pay no more.
It's literally $22 a month, man. You cover the whole family. You can have 6 members. You have Apple TV Plus, Apple Music, Apple Arcade. I know you're gonna play mobile games and all that, but like you get all that stuff. It's $22 a month. Just buy it, man. You already paying $17 for Apple Music for you and Sharita.
Okay, all right, I'll do it. I'm thinking my dad's on my server. You ever think about that, like your family plan? Like you ever?
No,
like...
I ain't saying don't. I'm not saying you. We still need that.
Okay,
you don't gotta use it so heavy now.
Okay.
You watch Ted Lasso just straight up. You ain't gotta fish for it. You know what I mean?
Did you ever watch Ted Lasso?
Yeah, I watched Ted Lasso, man. We loved it.
Okay, all right. I'll make sure, because that's a GOAT show right there. That's gonna go down as one of the best ever, I think. Because like even so
they
far,
need to bring it back.
It's coming back. They had the promo for season 3 already.
Yeah, listen. All I know is like if it come back around the same time that Succession comes back, like man, they messed up.
Yeah,
yes, they messed up.
We can fit them both in. Pause. We can do it, because Succession is literally the one show I'm like, okay, I cannot wait for this to come up. But they showed a trailer for Invincible season 2 as well. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't watch the actual trailer, but I did see that the trailer was out, and I do plan. I'm looking forward to watching that. I am looking forward to that.
Okay. Yeah. So what was I saying about Last of Us? So yeah, season episode 2 tonight. That show, because I didn't play the game, but it was one of the games I talked about on Pod before that I actually watched a movie of it. Somebody cut up all the cutscenes and turned it into a movie, and it's one of those games I knew I'd never play, but I enjoyed watching it as a movie, and like I'm watching it now. The show's gonna be fire. My boy, I don't know what his name is. Pascal. What's the man that plays Joel?
Pascal something, man.
Something. He's a Mandalorian. He's in that. He was Oberyn. He's the GOAT right now, bro. Like he's literally hot as fish grease. He took over Vin Diesel's spot. So
yeah, man, he is Mandalorian, isn't he? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you barely ever see him without the helmet, so it's like
right.
Yeah, it's hard to remember, but yeah, he getting a fat check right now.
Heck yeah,
my boy is getting everything.
Yeah, he is. All the video games and stars and stuff is going on, but that's what we've been into as well. So I have not played Ragnarok yet. I haven't played anything, bro. Like I literally was like, I fired up a little bit of Destiny the other day just to see the new season that dropped.
Nasty.
I wanted to play God of War. But there's a couple reasons why I haven't. Like you said, time is one thing. And then another thing is like Khaleesi's been pummeling my PS5 with not Roblox. What's the name of that daggone game? Oh, Fortnite. She's been balling. Every time I get ready to go downstairs to go play God of War, I hear the bass from the theater room coming up. And I'm like, okay, she's down there getting it in on Fortnite. So she's been playing that.
Give it a PS4. Put it in her room.
PS4 been gone, bro. I've been gone.
Really?
Heck yeah. The PS4 been gone.
Give it an Xbox. You definitely ain't touching that.
I'm definitely not playing that.
Yeah,
I need
give it
to
Xbox
because it's actually in the it's in the office, so I definitely need to. But
is she taking the good TV?
Yeah.
Good TV, you know what I'm saying? The man cave, like listen, first, that's foul on the play. I mean, I love my niece death, but that's foul on the play. You in the man cave, baby.
I know.
Did you like you only got one spot?
So you didn't play High on Life?
I played a little bit of it, man, but I didn't finish it because I was playing Ragnarok. I can't really play 2 games at the same time. So it was like I started High on Life just to see what it was about. I had a good time, and then I went back to Ragnarok, and then I was on break. So I was like, I gotta finish Ragnarok. And then by the time I finished that, I was like, okay, I really need to start playing Horizon. Horizon is like 60 hours. I didn't know that. So I've really been like, okay, this is gonna take me months to beat at this pace. But so yeah, High on Life, I eventually get back to it and finish it because I did enjoy the game. It was just that I had AAAs I had to knock out first. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna get into that one too. Did you for the Horizon Forbidden West, you got it for Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't as lucky. I didn't get it for Christmas. So,
hey,
yeah. But I did get Ragnarok.
When I'm done, you can hold my copy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, hold on. You got a digital, or you got physical?
Yeah, I always buy physical, man. So that way, in case the homie need to hold my copy,
see,
what I mean? I can just pass them off. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. So there's nothing really else going on gaming news right now. Let's see what else. There was nothing else we wanted to cover.
Just game share.
Now
I think about it, we could just game share. Little Nadir is gone, so
he is. He's actually not even on my gameplay anymore.
I figured that.
Yeah, he's on a
grown man. He do his own thing
is.
now.
He FaceTimed me today. He went to the Cincinnati Memphis game. He FaceTimed me from the stadium. He's like, I got to see Penny, Dad. He's like real close to him. I was like, oh man, good for you. We'll give him a high five for me. So yeah, that dude's out of here. All right, man. So let's talk about the NBA season. So you keep hitting me up about your Nets, and Kyrie is actually playing very well right now. KD is hurt.
Punching on folks now. I don't know if you peeped this.
No, I sent you the clip.
Punching on folks.
Yeah, I sent you the clip.
He almost punched it again like 2 nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, he got fouled, but he was about to punch it.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, whoo, man, where's this coming from?
Yeah. So you said you think the Bucks are in trouble, huh?
They're not looking great.
Why you say that?
They just, man, they look very beatable, man. The 2 best teams in the East right now are the Nets and the Celtics.
Celtics look good. The Celtics look good.
Do look good, but Marcus Smart just got hurt, and that's going to hurt them a lot.
He'll be all right. I think he just got a twisted ankle. I think he'll be okay.
High ankle sprains nag, man.
I know they do, but in basketball, it seems they come back quicker than football, or better, I should say.
Nah, them high ankle sprains, man. Remember, Brian had that high ankle sprain like a season or 2 ago, and man's missed like 8 weeks.
Yeah,
that was when they missed the playoffs. That was a few years ago. That was back when they still had Lonzo in them. Mm-hmm. He missed like 8 weeks, man.
Yeah, and Brian got vibranium.
Exactly.
You know, and he got Uncle Shay Shay protecting
like
him.
Marcus Smart.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you think about that? What did you think about that?
The first thing I want to say is I actually looked. I found the designer for that sweater.
Out of my price point. Okay, all right, I knew it.
Don't even think about it. It's not gonna happen.
All right,
I was looking. I was like, hey, man.
That sweater was fire.
Yeah, it was fire. Listen, never gonna happen. That thing was probably about. It was 3 to 5 bands. Yeah. Never gonna happen. Listen, I could apply that towards the principal.
Oh, no, for sure. I might get divorced by that thing.
Yeah, right. She take that with her. Okay,
yeah, right. I'll lose that too.
Yeah. Nah, never gonna happen. But and then listen, man. Whoever that guy was first of all, I got a real beef with Memphis. I'm not feeling none of these guys. All right, I like Ja Morant. Mm-hmm. We know how this is gonna. We've seen this story before, man. Yeah, listen, stop taking off from the free throw line, young fella. Like, man, get a jump shot, man. Get crafty, man. Mm-hmm. Like you were really staring down the barrel of being Derrick Rose 2.0. Like, maybe he just doesn't remember how good Derrick Rose actually was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, hey, listen, it all falls down if you keep on trying to take off like that. If you keep on, wanting to be the little guy powering through the lane.
Yeah,
first of all, you're not AI, and AI didn't power through the lane, man. He had agility and finesse, and even he stayed banged up.
Yeah,
but he wasn't trying to dunk on everybody all the time. Like,
yeah. And now, mind you, with that being said, he's had some of the best in-game dunks that we've seen this year in the last couple of years, I would say. But to your point, though, we keep saying it every time it has something like that happen. He hits the ground hard, so he's not gonna last, man. You know what I mean?
Coming down on one leg and all that. It's like,
very awkward.
It's not good, man.
Very awkward. But I'm going to tell you, the thing that stood out to me from that whole thing was my man, after the game, my man Dylan Brooks had on the black wife beat tucked into the jeans. That was such nasty behavior, bro. It was like, nasty.
He shouldn't have done the interview that way. But listen, that's the proper way to have the tank, man. Like, you gotta tuck the tank in so that way the overshirt don't go sloppy.
No, absolutely.
But you gotta have an overshirt. You gotta have an overshirt. You can't wear it just tucked.
Not the black wife beat. Unless you got on a black shirt, you can't have just he had on just the pseudo black, you know what I'm saying, wife beat. That's not it, bro. That's not it.
Having the beater on, period. That was
you gotta have buffer tees. I told you my theory on that. I don't trust guys who don't wear buffer tees.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he should have had the real shirt on at that point. It's like, man, listen, you know what I mean? You wasn't finished getting dressed. You got to tell that interviewer, hold on. You know what I mean? Now, don't have me out here looking silly now. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that.
He had the big belt buckle. He just needed some tequila. Yeah. That's all he needed. And he fitted the mold. Or a Cowboys jersey.
Shay Sharp should have gave him, you know what I'm saying, the inside of his palm, right to the jaw. All right? He should have put him on like he was on that show.
Hey,
all right.
The thing I got was when Uncle Shay said nobody wanted to smoke. It looked like it. It looked. I mean, he moved that entire mob. Like everyone was like moving back as he moved. Like, okay, people need to realize, bro, that is a Hall of Fame tight end. All the jokes aside, that is a Hall of Fame tight end that you probably want to go to war with. You don't want them problems. You don't. Nah. You don't, because he'll tap back into that crazy. You know what I mean? And then it'll just be all bad for everybody. Somebody will get the example set. Some people might get away. He don't look like
he feels pain.
No, absolutely not. It's numb to it. No, he won't feel pain until maybe a couple weeks after. You know what I'm saying?
Never. I don't think it ever registers. This is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Just get the blood flowing a little bit, man.
Right. But that was the most exciting part about it. The Lakers still stink. You know, they're still not good. What happened to the Suns though, man? Like the Suns just fell off a cliff.
Man, that owner, man, you know what I'm saying? It starts from the top, man. It started from the top, and you know what I'm saying? What they say, poop rolls down.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened, man. That owner, like, we ain't forgot what that owner, what he said and what he did.
Right.
All right. And the team first of all, where's CP3?
Is he done?
Does he still play basketball?
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Ever since he caught that stray from Kanye. Ever since he caught that stray from Kanye, he's been gone. Maybe home life ain't good.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody who, and this is not defense, but everybody who has something bad to say about Kanye, it didn't really look like it panned out too well for them afterwards.
No, I feel you.
A lot of people took L's after Kanye got canceled. Listen, I don't know.
Did Kanye get canceled though?
Sorta. I mean, a lot of his deals got canceled.
I mean, his deals got canceled, but Adidas tried. They put out those Yeezys without the Yeezy supply on the side, and nobody bought them. I mean, like. Why? And they tried that as a one. They threw that lob out there, and they were like, "Yep, this ain't gonna be it. We ain't gonna be able to do this." So
yeah, like no thanks.
Like nobody was like, "What?"
Folks was out here like, "Man, Adidas putting out fake Yeezys."
Adidas putting out fake Yeezys. That's hilarious. Oh man, like nobody copped them joints when they came out. I was like, "Man, what is this?" I got the alert through confirmed, and I deleted the app immediately.
I think they took them down too because they were sitting so long. They was like, "Oh, this ain't a good look."
Oh yeah, as they should, they should.
No, take this back. We don't want it.
Yeah. What else we got?
I still see plenty of folks wearing Yeezys.
Oh, absolutely. I wore mine a couple weeks ago. But NBA season, what else we got going on, man? AD coming back next week.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you never know. It's a lot of time, man. It's a lot of steps he got to take in between now and his return. You know what I mean? Like
he'll just come back and get hurt again.
He got to open a car door. You know what I'm saying? He got to get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? He got to eat. Anything can happen, bro.
A lot of windows there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of windows to catch a stray, bro. He might get a hangnail. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Catch a cramp in his sleep.
Yeah.
That's at least 2 months.
At least.
That's at least 2 months rehab.
Yeah, he's really Mr. Glass, bro. He's
I can't fault him for that. Like, I mean, his body composition that's not his fault. I mean, you know the story of Anthony Davis anyway, though. Like, he was a point guard, man, grew, 2 feet overnight or something like that. Like, he wasn't supposed to be that big.
Yeah.
He was never, like, you know what I mean? His body is freaking out. You know what I mean? It wasn't built for this.
Right. No, somebody did this.
Yeah.
What was I about to say? But yeah, man, NBA season, it's been fun to watch it. I want to see Zion get healthy again because I think the Pelicans.
Zion was going crazy.
He was, man. Like he almost had me worried to buy a jersey because I don't really have a stake in the fight in most NBA teams. But Josh Allen's out here running around like little league football right now. He's gonna die out here tonight. And I think
are they really on him like that?
He's running every time. He's getting he's got to make a play, and they're down 17-7 right now.
Ooh, okay. All right. I see the Bengals came to fight. I thought this would be a better game. You know what I'm saying? Unlike your Eagles and the Giants. Whew.
Oh, listen. Whew. So look, I knew it was going to get ugly like that. I didn't think it was going to get that ugly. But the thing that gets me is I went to the barbershop. Of course, Thursday barbershop visits for me are hilarious because most of my barbershop are Cowboy fans. So my barber is actually a Cowboys fan. And then one guy named Bob, shout out to Bob, he's a 49ers fan. So me and him was arguing about the 49ers and Eagles game as if we already knew who was going to win both the games. And so, the Cowboys, man, like shout out to Pops. Let me just get out the way first. Listen, I've seen this movie enough times, okay? And I know you don't have a stake in it. I know you. Like, first of all, the question I have for you is, how did you not become a Cowboy fan? Pops is a Cowboy fan. How did you become a Saints fan?
So this is a very interesting story. So, I was a Cowboys fan as a kid. That's what my dad rooted for. So I was a Cowboys fan. It was all good.
Okay.
So, my grandmother actually always wanted to be a Saints fan. Like she rooted for the Saints, but they always sucked. Like they were terrible her entire life or whatever. Mm-hmm. So time came, she passed or whatever. So once then they started getting good. So I rooted for them. I was just like, hey, I do it for Granny. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like she never got to see the team get to be good. So I carry the mantle. I root for the Saints in remembrance of my grandmother.
Okay, that's what's up. That's honorable as heck. How does Pops feel about that? Well, I guess he can't really battle that one.
It was his mother, so he's
not
gonna give me flack about that.
Well, even if it was your mom's mom, it's still like he can't battle that one.
Yeah, he can't give me no flack about that. But like, listen, I still like the Cowboys just fine. But
so
it's not my team. It's not who I feel passionate about. Like how I feel passionate about my Saints. Like I'm hurt. I'm still hurt that you know what I'm saying. We had all this talent on the field. I don't know what happened with Jameis. Free the guy, free crab legs.
Yeah, just injuries, bro. That's all it is. You're gonna get Stroud. That's what's gonna happen.
I hope so, man. Throw it to Chris Olave, man. Yeah. Things be right in the world again.
Well, I'm secretly a Saints fan too because we have y'all's draft pick this year. So, so thank y'all for stinking because we'll probably get another top 5 pick this offseason, which I love, man. So I'm secretly a Saints fan as well. At least this year I am. So we'll see how y'all rebound. But yeah, so
y'all
right
just
now,
trade that. Y'all gonna trade that.
We
you don't need it.
We don't, but the rich get richer, bro. As you like, the only time you really can win in the NFL is if you win while your quarterback before he gets his big contract. So it's like this is our window this year. I feel good about it. My Eagles are playing very well, but I think the 49ers are gonna be the biggest test, and that's gonna be the one because they have a roster that's made for this time of year. So. Yes, I'm speaking about this as if the Cowboys are already going to lose because I already done seen this movie enough times to know.
You haven't though, man, because the Cowboys don't win in the playoffs, and they already won in the playoffs.
They beat Tampa Bay, Kev. That was pretty much a bye.
Brady was born in a manger. Listen, Brady gave up his entire family for this, man, just to lose to the Cowboys. Listen, all bets are off. You know what I mean? Anything can happen.
What cracks me up about it, though, is like when you hear Cowboy fans talk about this, and I know you're not a Cowboy fan, you're just speaking outside, but they were really, like, swagging over that. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, I've seen nothing but Cowboy jerseys and Flint Jordans and Air Force Ones since this all happened. Like, listen, it's gonna happen, man. All right, the sooner that they accept that this is gonna happen, they'll go back into obscurity and back into the dwellers that they dwell in. And I cannot wait for it to happen, Kev. It brings me so much joy because all year they have this swag about them. They come out usually the Cowboy fan. I'm talking about like it's an endangered species. The Cowboys fan usually comes out usually around first couple weeks of the season. This is a little bit differently because they was actually pretty decent this year. Actually pretty good, I will say that. I'll say they were pretty good. But usually after the Cowboy loses, they go right back into the dweller and just go back into the cellar to just obscurity. I've seen this movie been played a bunch of times. And like Monday is going to be a great day because my Eagles are moving on and the Cowboys will be at home. That's what's going to happen, man.
Hey, listen, I think the Cowboys, man, I'm not counting them out for this 49ers game, man. Listen, once the 49ers started talking about Jimmy G could be back, I was like, oh, well, listen, that's a bad omen. That's a bad omen. You start talking about replacing the quarterback after this much success. You don't do it.
But you know who knows that more than anybody, that Jimmy G's not the answer? The 49ers head coach. Because they know that they're going to they simplify that offense so much that on certain sets, Kev, you and I could be quarterback. Seriously, they really simple it down. That's why Purdy is out there doing so good. And the thing that's scary about the 49ers is that Josh Purdy does not know he's Josh Purdy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he thinks he's actually pretty good. I'm like, that's a scary thing with him. But
I'm going to tell you what was scary is that Chad Henne is still in the league. How did that happen?
Listen, when he came
I
in
heard
the
that
game yesterday,
I was like, I thought they were talking about him coaching.
No.
I was like,
no. So, I was actually helping my boy Marcus move a couch, and we were on our way back. So we had the game streaming in the U-Haul, and I know it's one of my guys. You know Marcus, but like it's only like a handful of people I would do that type of thing for.
It was just the couch though. It wasn't.
Yes, it was just. But that sectional kicked our tail, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's taking it apart. It wasn't moving. It was easy. It was taking it apart. So, anyways, we were streaming the game, and he said Chad Henne, and we both looked at each other like Chad Henne, like Michigan Chad Henne. He got to be like 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's 37, bro, still in the league.
I thought that they was talking about him as a coach. Like, man, Chad Henne he's done great things in this offense, coaching them to be ready. It's like they're like entering the game. I'm like, excuse me, what's that?
I got ticked off when I heard it that he was in the game. So I think about all them other quarterbacks who don't get the opportunity to be a backup, like Corn Bob. Although, did you see Shady McCoy cook Corn Bob, man, on Twitter? Listen, so Corn Bob says something about Lamar Jackson not coming back. He showed a picture of himself with his knee all twisted up when he got hurt in the playoff game, and he said, "This is why you don't come back. You know, Lamar, take your time, blah blah blah." So Shady came in the comments and said, "Man, you was trash before that, so don't matter." And like it was just hilarious.
Corn Bob was out. Yeah, I say Corn Bob was out. Robert Griffin III was out there doing his thing. See, now you got me calling him Corn Bob, but he was out there doing his thing. He was looking real good, and then he got injured, and he was never the same. So
yeah. All right. So yeah, it looks like it looks like Buffalo's about to come back and score, but I think Buffalo's cursed, bro. I don't see them winning, and I love him because I got a friend who actually likes Buffalo. He's from Buffalo, and I like Griselda, so I don't want no problems from nobody. But I don't think Buffalo's gonna come back and win this game. All right, man. Let's talk about this movie that's been going on in live action, and it is called The Trial of YSL. So Donatello gets out. Yeah. I got a question to ask you about him in a second. But the highlighting moment of 2000, and I think it's going to be hard for anyone to beat this moment in the history of, I don't want to say the word on here, but the history of history, let's just say that, is my man trying to sneak a Percocet pill to Young Thug while he's on trial in court. Yeah. I don't think it gets any worse than that. I don't think it gets any better than that. I watched it at least 30 times, Kev, and I said to myself, there's no way this is real. And it's real. It was real, Kev. It was real.
It was real. You know what? The only thing that confirms to me is like, man, folks be stupid, man. Like people, like the collective IQ of society just gone down. It's like, now I will say, had he got that off and like they beat the case, like that would been something cold to rap about, man. There been some cold bars, you know what I mean? Like, man, he been out here talking about F the judge, this, that, and the third. He was in there. He was on stand doing drugs. But to actually do it and get caught immediately, it wasn't even like
right immediately. That's a great word.
It wasn't like, man, before the pill even like he closed his palm good, man. It was like It was, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you catch a toddler trying to eat a penny. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Or you try to stick a boogie. You're like, did you eat a boogie? You ate a boogie. That was a boogie.
You know what I mean? It's like, they was on this. Man, this whole YSL case, 100 years, okay? And I don't want to see that free YSL, free Thugger, but 100 years, okay? They're just moving stupid. It's like, first of all, and then man's mama was in there sneaking in contraband. I was like, you can't make it up. You can't even make this up, man.
Like, are drugs that important? I've never been addicted to anything, but is it really that important?
Apparently, yes.
I mean, like, to go against everything and try to sneak it, that's got to be like Mission Impossible type of thing. I was like, how do you draw that up? Like, who made the outline of all this? Like, we're going to tape it to your leg, and then you're going to sneak it to Thug while he on the stand. And somebody said yes. Like, that's a good idea. Like, it had to be a team of people to say this was okay, man.
Listen,
fam.
Man.
And why is it us? Seriously, serious question. Why is it always us?
Well, it's just because these are famous people or whatever. Because I mean, you know.
So you think it happens all the time?
Yes, I think that this probably is more common than what we know. It's just that it just seems so absurd because it's like, bruh, this is like the biggest trial in the country right now. You know, it's in pop culture, I should say at least. Yeah. And you ain't here trying to sneak drugs, pills and stuff in the middle of the darn courtroom.
He's on trial. He's in the court right next to his lawyer.
He's in the courtroom. The judge sitting there just staring at him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
His lawyer could have took the pick six. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have went like and grabbed the pill. You know what I mean?
But man, and then and now, so what you think gonna happen with Gunna? You still listen to Gunna music? I wasn't listening to begin with.
I never listened to it beforehand. No, you know I don't listen to daggone Gunna. Can he make music though? That's my question.
He can. Yeah, why not?
I knew you was gonna say that. But will the masses accept his music?
If it's hot enough,
because I don't listen to the radio. I don't listen to like any. I listen to streaming services. Sometimes I listen to like the top rap. I will get a kick out of that. Like all Gunna music has been wiped from the archives. Like all Apple was turned their back on him. All of YSL has unfollowed him. Like I don't think Gunna can make music anymore.
The rap industry has unfollowed him.
Yeah, absolutely. I think waiting for the diss tracks to start happening. But like nobody is like promoting Gunna anymore. Is that the whole snitching thing? Can you snitch in hip hop?
Who knows? Like, first of all, because it's already become kind of a gray area thing where it's like, yo, listen, people are kind of picking and choosing whether or not they want to believe that he actually, like, now we redefining what is snitching, what is telling. First of all, hey, I don't know.
Kev, to the definition of what snitching is, that was to the letter what snitching was. Like, you.
That's how I felt. I was like, man, you got up there. They was like, man, we ain't no gang. He was like, it's a gang. Yes, ma'am. It is a gang, and they need to stop.
Yes, and I told them to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I left, actually. That's why y'all let me out. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all caught all of us
in the car.
Yeah.
Y'all found those guns and those drugs in the car, and it was only 2 people in the car, and all I'm saying is it wasn't mine. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It was not mine. That's right. Now, and you acknowledge there was only 2 people in that car, right? Yes, ma'am. And that stuff did not belong to you. Yes, ma'am. All right.
No snitching. Free Thug. That's the disrespectful part. When he came home and said, free Thug. I was like, dang.
That's still how you feel.
I mean, yeah. You know,
but he was like, I got to free me first.
In order for me to say free Thug, I gotta be free.
Yeah, I gotta be free too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now you ain't gotta say. Listen, I've made more room for the hashtag. Now it ain't gotta be free Thug and free Gunna. It's just free Thug. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to amplify it. I'm trying to amplify, the movement.
Wish that man luck. You think he's gonna go get away scot free, or will he have to go back?
Who? Gunna?
Gunna, yeah.
I think he did enough. He did everything they needed. Prosecution was satisfied. With his involvement.
That's funny.
They were like, you know what? That's enough. That's fine. Thank you very much.
I just find it super hypocritical though, bro. Like the whole no snitching thing is like I think we as not we, because I definitely am telling on everybody, but I think the hip hop community has got it figured out wrong when it came to the no snitching thing. What it meant was I don't know what it meant. I just know if it means to put somebody in jail that needs to be there, snitch. All right.
All I know is that it's like, okay, listen, if you committing crimes or whatever, don't throw somebody else under the bus to save your own back. Now, if you ain't committing no crimes, man, hey, I'm not you. Listen, you don't gotta adhere to none of that. Okay, you ain't commit them crimes. If I was somehow got wrapped up in that YSL case and I was just living my everyday Kev life,
right?
I'm not taking it out. Listen, free Thug. I don't care what happens to Thug. Are you crazy?
I'm showing up.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty upset with Thug right now for getting me involved in this.
I'm showing up with these glasses, a button up to the letter, my tie coming down. I mean, double breast. I'm sitting straight up in court, and I'm pointing like him right there.
Yeah, like I'm not taking a rap for this. I had nothing to do with it. Now, if the guns and the drugs, if it was my guns, it was your drugs. I'm not gonna give you both of them. Right. Now, I mean, right. But yeah, nah.
Yeah, this whole thing has been just hilarious to me in the sense that I can't believe some of the stuff they're trying. I can't believe how discombobulated everybody is. And I want to see some daggone jail time for this Offset murder too, man. I still like the man got out and like nobody is.
But yeah.
Well, Takeoff. I'm sorry, I said Offset. I apologize. Yeah, Takeoff. I want to see some arrests. I want to see cats under the jail. I told you when we were talking about the whole Young Thug thing, and I said no. It sounds like he's right where he needs to be. Yeah. It sounds like he's exactly where he needs to be, man.
So was justice served in the Tory trial?
Ooh.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about that.
Ooh, that whole thing seemed weird, man. Like, I thought he was going to get off. I'm not going to lie.
Everybody did. They was like guilty on all counts.
Yeah, but what superseded everything afterwards was Tory's dad with that baldy and a part. And I think that they might have looked at that and it's like, put him in jail.
Now, I think what it was like the highlights that we were getting from those reporters or whatever weren't telling the whole story of what was actually going on in the court. Because like once you got into the court and once you heard like the audio recording and saw the transcripts of what like Tory was saying, the text messages and all that stuff, it was like, oh yeah, you did this. You definitely did this, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So
yeah, how long do you think he's gonna get though?
At least 5. And
you think
which
so?
is, yeah. I'd probably get 10, but the bigger problem is like the deportation. You up out of here. Never
he's
come
going back to Canada. Which
is fine, but I mean, like you can't tour the U.S. That's tough. You can't even really do business in the U.S. at that point.
So can he not leave the He just can't come to the U.S. He can go overseas though, can he?
Yeah, he could go wherever else he wants, but he would be banned from the U.S. He wouldn't. But this is probably his biggest market.
So I wonder, how does that work if you are deported? Can you not make money in the U.S.? Because if you put something on Apple Music, don't you got to pay U.S. taxes?
I'm not 100% sure how that works, but I'm sure you probably could. You just cannot enter the United States.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I think he'll take that as a win if he don't get a lot of jail time. But I do think if
he's gonna get at least 5 years. But I mean, you think about it, man. Like Bobby Shmurda was away for a long time, man, and we waited for him to come home and do absolutely nothing. He didn't.
Yeah. I'm about to say Bobby Shmurda came home and literally just living his life as he should. And if I'm him, and I literally made a song about the crimes I committed. Maybe music wasn't for me. Maybe I shouldn't do music. You know what I'm saying? If I can't keep my mouth shut that much, then maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Well, now's the time to go 100,000 trillion, because it's like, man, well, you already done did. Like, listen, if I was Bobby Shmurda, every song I made would be about all the stuff that I already went to jail for. Okay.
Yeah, that's very true. Because you can't be prosecuted again.
Yeah, exactly. It can't be prosecuted again. He already did the time for it. So, man, go ahead.
Yeah, I think is drill music still a thing? Like, is it still really out prevalent like it is now? Like the drill? I think they're all gone.
I mean, you still got like Lil Durk in them. Like, you know what I mean? The guys, they still are enjoying themselves. It seems like the Chicago scene has, kind of calmed down a bit. Like, I haven't heard about, too much activity on that side. So, that's good at least.
Which is a good thing, because it was a thing every weekend somebody was passing. So, and the only reason why I bring it up, I actually was just reading. I don't know why I wanted this sadness in my life about the FGB Duck guy. They had it to where they said that his killing was King Von did it. They know he did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made me ask that. Was like, yo, is this really a thing still going on? But I don't want no issues. I want no problems. I'm an old man. I just want to just talk about this stuff.
Listen, we're spectators. Spectators only, man. And we're hoping you young fellas cut it out. Like, we're tired of seeing it, man. You guys are talented and could live so much, do so many more productive things with your time. So
yeah. I'll tell you the thing before we get out of here, though. I want to send prayers to Blueface. Look, I know a hurt man when I see one, all right? Ooh. He's getting abused over there, all right? Blueface, if you see this podcast, listen, just send an anonymous text to somebody and just run into the night and somebody will find you, all right? Because I know a hurt man when I see one.
Listen, I don't want no smoke with listen.
No.
Nothing worse than a crazy woman, okay?
No. Some people can't win. Crazy.
Listen, but this is the thing. Like, you box into a corner, you cannot win.
No, you can't.
It's like you just got to take the whooping.
Only thing
you really can't even get away from her.
No, all you can do is
run. You can't even run. You can't run.
Because you be called a punk?
No, I'm saying you'll be running forever. She's not going to stop.
Yeah.
You'll be running forever. You can't do anything.
It's all for clout. It's a reality TV show that I think is gonna end badly. Somebody's gonna get seriously hurt.
His best case scenario is to find himself a replacement for her to fall in love with. He literally got to kind of find a guy to be like, hey, listen, don't you like him? Like, push him in front of her.
Just
like,
just throw somebody else in front of that bullet.
Yeah, like, here you go. Me, no, bad. This guy, he's perfect for you. Goodbye.
He had to tell her, like, yo, y'all look good together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he had to do.
You got to throw that distraction in there because he can't do anything else.
And Cincinnati about to score again. They are punking Buffalo, man.
I'm very surprised by that. I thought Buffalo was going to come out ready.
No, they going upside.
And they're in Buffalo, aren't they?
They are. They are.
Tough.
Snow on the ground. Yeah. It is tough. But yeah, man, I didn't have anything else, bro. You got anything?
Nah, man, I think that about does it, man. That gives the people something to, you know what I'm saying? Just something to warm their belly until 300.
Appetizer. We got something really good planned for 300. And the troops are all going to come out. Let's just say that. It's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, we'll get that one out there. But yo, we do people that stay there.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This was the Games Music Life podcast, episode 299.5. Hopefully it's not a 0.75. We'll get all the.
It could be though. You'll see.
Yeah, it could be. But drink more water, people. Go Eagles. Peace.
You ain't gonna give them the birds flapping?
Oh yeah,